She thought sharing her life online would make her look clever, but it backfired instantly. This entitled wife quickly learned that some posts come with consequences she didn't see coming. It's funny she tried to stop it like that.
Look at this.
My husband works 2 jobs.
2.
He works 64 hours a week.
Continue.
Has like 1 day off. And within that 1 day, I want him to go outside with us.
You want him?
Me, Sophie, and him.
Right.
But he wants to stay home
and
spend time with us.
Okay.
But I don't want that. I want us to be outside.
What do you mean by that?
And I'm upset with him because we don't go outside and do activities as a family. Am I being reasonable or am I being a bad wife?
He got that day off for a reason, and that is to rest.
Being unreasonable and being a bad wife. You're both. If I'm working 64 hours a week and you're a stay-at-home mom that watches way too much TV, which I'm assuming because you posted this, you watch too much TV, God forbid a girl has a hobby that doesn't require spending money, hashtag stay-at-home mom, you posted this. I'd be damned if you're going to tell me what the hell I'm doing on my off day. Or you even have the audacity to be upset with me because I don't want to go outside. I have literally been out the house all week working.
That's what I'm talking about.
I would love to be inside of the house that I'm paying for. You're 100% being unreasonable. And if you don't like it, get a damn job. Tell him quit his second job and either have somebody you trust watch your kids at home or put your child in a daycare with cameras.
If she's not helping him, then she has no right to complain about him working to provide more.
What you just said got the women in the comments bashing you. When you got that happening on the internet, you know you're wrong. You know you done said something. How inconsiderate of you. Mans is literally working his life away to provide for you two. And you're mad because he wants to spend his one off day indoors, the one day that he can be indoors with y'all.
You're goddamn right.
He is probably exhausted. Isn't that obvious? If you ever wonder what some women want, the answer is more.
I forgot how expensive it was to be a girl with no boyfriend because I just spent $114 on my toes. And what do you mean that's coming out all out of my paycheck? And my dress, it was like $430.
If she's the one using it, then she should be the one paying for it. End of story.
What the f was that?
I don't know what's up with her, but I would run and not look back.
I would actually prefer not to be late today. That's fine. Okay, thank you.
This is a very sad mindset that a lot of people are just celebrating.
I gotta go easy on him. I cannot imagine how much anger you would have if you looked like the goiter man from Tangled.
Today we're going to be taking a class on what to do if you're a hater. Coming in at number 1, lose weight.
She started it. That's all I'm going to say.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
You need to leave.
Wait, really?
Yeah, you need to leave.
Why?
I'm trespassing you from my studio. Kindly leave.
You think I want to stay on this 6 hours? If you tell me to leave one more time, my raccoon will bite you.
Can you just leave? I get that you're trying to troll, but like, can you please? I have revoked your permission to be here.
Okay.
You are now trespassing.
Okay.
Can you kindly get up and leave?
Wait, but I don't want to go yet.
I mean, she's refusing to leave. I'm asking you to leave. I need you to get up and leave.
If they call the police, you will be
Arrested.
Look,
no one's gonna arrest me for this.
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness? Do you think you do?
Yes, you're trespassing.
I have revoked your permission to be here.
The only reason she's not leaving is a bruised ego.
You are now trespassing. So I'm asking you to just get up and leave.
Yeah, the other thing is like, you're not really a very good troll. You kind of at it.
Now you're legally not allowed to be here. I have just trespassed you from my property. So I'm asking you kindly to leave.
Okay.
Ryan, I'm gonna call the cops.
That's what they should have done, because she clearly has no respect, neither for them nor herself.
Test on my girl. We've been dating for 2.5 years, and I think I want to lock in. I said, I got you, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I really hope she doesn't cheat. Anyways, I've been waiting to use this pickup line for so long. I was like, your name suits you very well. She said, Dia, why? I said, because you can light up my world. She was like, LMAO, you're funny. Where are you from? I said, where I'm from, and she said she's from Cali, which is far as... Funny enough, I'm actually going to Cali in like 2 weeks. So I was like, I'm actually coming down to Cali for this Mela thing. She was like, what Mela? I told her the event I was going to. She was like, oh, that's in San Francisco, pretty close actually. I was like, bet, you should come with. See, at this point I was so sure because I had the perfect setup. But then she was like, who are you going with? So I had to try again. I was like, hopefully a pretty girl from Cali. And she folded, bro. Oh my god. I said, what's the number, just to make sure I had everything. She sent me her number. And I sent the info over to the dude. I tried to give bro the bad news, but he generally didn't believe me. And then I sent him the screenshots. He was like, about this hurts.
It's pretty difficult to put into words how disgusted I am, how depressed I am.
It will hurt right now, but later it will be a blessing knowing he dodged a bullet.
Understand is I will be any guy in sparring that does not have experience. Now I know this is controversial and there's a lot of discussion about this, but if you're not a boxer, you cannot outbox a boxer. I don't care if you're over 6 foot, if you're really strong, I have sparred every type of man. I've sparred muscular men, I've sparred fat men, I've sparred super...
You could bring a into the ring with you and you still would not beat me in a fight. Probably not.
The funniest thing is that we've never seen her spar against anyone in the ring, making all of this just talk.
So one of my guy friends gave me permission to make a Hinge account for him because I was telling him how easy dating is with dating apps, and he was telling me that it's incredibly difficult, and I was like, Pete, you must be doing something wrong. And he gave me permission to create an account for him and just run the account. I've been a virtual boy for 3 days, and I've never felt this bad about myself. I feel like a freaking loser trying to get these girls to like me. And I'm starting to hate women because I'm like, when I say I mean Pete, because that's the account I'm using. Pete's about a 6. But I'm so desperate, I'm liking the 2s and the 3s, and even they won't like me back, Pete, which is a 6. So what level of delusion has entered women's heads? Like, what is going on? It is so difficult dating as a boy. I hate it. I'm on day 3 of being a boy, and I hate women, and I'm more depressed than ever.
It's an evil world we live in.
Welcome to an average day in our life.
Everyone always talks about the negatives of the Salem witch trials, but no one ever talks about the positives. What they don't ever tell you is that women would have been on their best behavior. Everyone's house was clean. Back talk was at an all-time low. For once, dinner was ready on time. Men would have been like, oh, you're not in the mood because your head hurts? You know, I think witches always get headaches. Oh, you're in the mood now? Huh, what a coincidence. This was a terrifying time for women because they were actually being held accountable for being a lazy bitch. The worst part about the Salem witch trials is obviously they missed a few. Their descendants are still tormenting us today. However, today, instead of ruining crops, they marry you and then ruin their body.
Not to forget the divorce and taking half of what you worked so hard for.
Nothing irritates me more than a man. The end.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
You can't expect us to be wifey material for someone that doesn't deserve it.
Automatically wrong.
Okay. You can't give your best to someone that doesn't deserve it. So you expect me to give my all and give my best to
I
someone?
expect you to appreciate the men that built the world around you, that allow you to be able to live in a first world country. The entitlement you guys have. The reason the dating market is the way it is today
A little appreciation goes a long way. Trust me on that.
is because women have abused the free market system. Your great-grandmother's generation didn't have the problems modern women had. You're the most educated, the freest, the most liberated group of women that ever lived, and you're the most unhappy at all. Why? Because one, nuclear rejections, so entitled. In college today, the average man sitting in college with a woman knows that that woman wants a man making 6 figures. They can't even date because today young women don't want men who are making average money.
Yes, 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 yes!
All of them want the 1% of the population, and one day they'll realize that it's not possible.
I hear older women talk about this too. I just want to do something for myself.
And it's funny because when men do selfless things, they're a lot less narcissistic with it, and they don't look at it as a burden. They look at it as a duty. Where when women tend to do things like for the family, they look at it as a detriment. They hold resentment to the people that hold back their decision. When men are spending all this money on women, really, they're serving the women. But I actually think it makes more sense for women to serve the men. Women are getting more and more entitled.
You're goddamn right.
And the problem we're going to have is as the price of women gets higher and higher, you're going to see less men wanting to buy and sign up for marriage and relationships. Unfortunately, after a certain point, men are going to look and just say the juice is not worth the squeeze. And this shows how women ruin empires. The wrong woman can absolutely not only destroy a guy's life, but destroy a guy's empire. And guys, it is better for men to be alone than to be with women like this.
Even the rich guy won't see any value in getting married because it's like buying a boat in the middle of the desert.
If you want your husband to make more money, and I'm speaking from my own experience, always spend all of his money. Keep him on his toes financially. Always ask for things that are out of his budget. And if he ever offers to buy you anything, always say yes. And if you ever find yourself struggling financially, never, ever, ever offer a solution to him. Do be there for him, do support him, but never fix any of the financial problems yourself. Let him figure it out on his own. That's how these boys become men. If every time that you have a financial problem, you offer a solution, they're going to seek that from you every single time. So never, ever offer any solutions. Spend all of his money. That is going to inspire him. That is going to awaken something in him to keep doing that for you. And like I said, I'm speaking from my own experience. I've been married for 13 years.
Stop it. Get some help. That's the best way to make a man leave a relationship. And I feel bad for the current husband.
Most men don't want to date y'all anymore because y'all present yourselves like modern day prostitutes. I've seen countless videos where a young lady will say if she's out and a man approaches her and he doesn't offer to buy her a drink, that it's a waste of her time. Or if she's sitting at the bar and she already ordered food and she's having a drink already and he doesn't offer to pay her bill, then it's a waste of her time as well. See, men are not cheap when they actually like someone. The reason why men are not doing these things for y'all anymore is most of y'all have been so entitled to where you believe that a man has to do these things for you.
That's what I'm talking about.
You feel that just because your time is being used, that a man has to pay for it. See, there used to be a time where collectively women would show appreciation for a man and the things that he did for them. And that in itself would motivate the man to want to do it more.
But all you see now is them sitting on their back, waiting for men to entertain them.
Y'all have absolutely lost that completely. It's the entitled attitude that you currently have and display on social media, which is what's turning men off from y'all completely, or at least turning them off from wanting to do things for you without you even asking. See, most men will entertain you, but they won't value you beyond that. See, ladies, you set the rules for dating. If you want men to tap back in and treat you the way you want to be treated, just show them a little bit of appreciation. You'll be surprised how far that would get you with a man.
All right, ladies, I'm almost 40 years old. I was married for 15 years. I've been in this dating world for a few. It's kind of crazy. I wanted to share a few things that some of the men that I have dated, things that they have said to me that were completely unwelcomed, unhinged, and just very much like, what? We'll start with the classic, I wish you would just take my advice. Your music.
Okay, even giving advice is considered bad by them. Interesting.
I don't like the short shirts that you wear. Now, this is the short shirts that I wear for the most part. They cover my belly completely. I don't want a girlfriend that likes to go to bed early. I wish you would only work part-time. I really like blondes, so make sure at your next hair appointment that you don't go too dark. I wish you would just take my advice. Move in with your mom. Don't rent. It's a waste of money.
Well. Nothing is more annoying than someone always twisting your words and assuming the worst.
The reason that pushed me to even bring up divorce and talk about it was the fact that I feel like I don't I can't be myself with my husband. And it's really confusing because I'm 32 years old. I am a mom of 3. And I still don't know who I am. Oh, boo-hoo. So for me to be like, oh, I can't be myself, or you don't love me for who I am, isn't really fair because I don't know who I am.
It's crazy the lies and excuses some people use to avoid accountability. And I think she even convinced herself.
This woman has 3 children. She's 32 years old. They got a dog. And what is wrong with it? She's selfish. And she's bored, right? And why is she bored? Because everything is going really well. And she wants something else.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
It broke my heart that I could never do it for him. I'll never forget the day we sat on our couch in the living room and he was like, I just want to have a really honest conversation with you, and I just want you to like tell me exactly what it is. Not this cute answer, not what you think I want to hear, none of that shit you've been telling me that you're working on it and it's just you and you in your head and all that. Like, for real. And I told him the truth. It's a disconnect. Like, I'm not naturally attracted to you in that way, and it's probably nothing that you can do about it. And his face, it was like, you remember Mortal Kombat when he would go in the chest and snatch the heart out? That's what I felt like I did. In this whole be honest with me, I was like, the man asked me for honesty and I gave it to him, but I don't think that that's what he was thinking I was going to say. And that was pretty much the beginning of the end of our relationship.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Then the weird part for us, that was when the whole open relationship dynamic was introduced.
I beg your pardon?
And almost as a means to save our relationship. And in the moment, I didn't think that that's what it was, but I later learned that that was like last-ditch effort and a really, really, really bad effort, because it pretty much tore us apart. I wish we had never done it. I don't have a lot of regrets about anything in life. That's one thing I very much wish we never did. It wasn't for us. And that's also not something you should do to save your relationship. Really, really, really bad idea. If it's something you all just like, you think it might be cool, great, knock yourselves out. But bringing a person in because you're trying to put a band-aid on something.
Of course, she has no regrets. She wasn't the one waking up each day and working hard to provide.
Karma is going to hit some of y'all ladies real hard for breaking a man who had nothing but good intentions for you. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but best believe it, God is going to spin the block and deal with you for that man that he sent to love you right. But what did you do? You left him questioning if it was even worth him being a good man to you. He was out there protecting you, providing for you, praying over you, and you were busy entertaining other dudes in your DM. He introduced you to his family, his mom, talked about building a future with you, but you had a whole situationship going on behind his back. He was working double shift to make sure that you never lacked. While you're out here sneaking around with some guy that can't even split the bill with you, and you think that you can just skip off into happily ever after ruining a man who showed up for you every time. Nah, it doesn't work like that, because one day you're going to finally meet a man who you actually want to keep, and when you're ready to be vulnerable, he's going to weaponize your pain and show your secrets in your face. Listen, when life humbles you, you'll remember that dude who would have given his last for you. Even knowing that you wouldn't be able to give it back to him, he would have poured into you. Trust me, but then it's going to be too late.
That man did his absolute best, and her making him question if he could have done more is heartbreaking.
Get it together, ladies. We're out here destroying good men. Do the work, heal, show up better, so that when a good man shows up in your life, you know what it looks like, you know what it feels like, and you can appreciate him and not take him for granted.
So I'm watching this woman and this man. Apparently, she went out, they live together, she has kids, she lives in his house, they're not married, and she went and got her tubes tied and decided to let him know after it was done. According to her, the decision was already made. So here's the thing, and here's the thing that I don't think y'all understand. The first rebuttal that she has is, well, you're already a great father figure. Okay, valid. She validated that. Good job.
What about the part of not telling him or seeing what he wants to do?
However, you know that this man does not have his own children, and yet he took you and your children in, and as you say, he's been doing a great job. So you decide to take it upon yourself to go get this permanent decision made and tell him he just need to deal with it. And when he's upset and wondering why you didn't talk to him, the next thing you say is, well, I don't see no ring on this finger. Okay. All right, let's go with that, man. You don't have a ring on your finger, and neither does he. Why you shacked up? If he doesn't mean anything to you, if it's just like we're dating and it's cool, why you moved your kids into his house? Why you have this man who you don't have a ring on your finger, right? You taking all the things that benefit you, but without the ring. But apparently, when it comes to respect, communication, and expectations of making changes that are permanent to your body and his life, you feel like, well, that's a decision I get to make on my own because you didn't put a ring on it. Why would this man put a ring on it?
If your woman does this, what would you do? I'd straight up walk out of there. Well, guys, that was all for today. We'll be back soon.